Hello children, welcome to 7th Science online classes. Chapter 4 Heat. In this chapter, in the last class, we studied about temperature and the device which is used to measure the temperature, that is thermometer. Different kinds of thermometer such as clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Then some precautions we have to take while using a clinical thermometer as well as a laboratory thermometer. And today we are going to learn a new topic, that is transfer of heat. Transfer of heat. Do you know, children, heat is a form of energy. And you might have observed that a frying pan becomes hot when kept on a flame. It is because the heat passes from the flame to the utensil. When the pan is removed from the fire, it slowly cools down. Why does it cool down? The heat is transferred from the pan to the surroundings. So that is called transfer of heat. Transfer means move from one place to another place, that is transfer. So here, which transfer from one place to another place? Heat energy. Heat energy always flows from a region of higher temperature to a region of lower temperature till both attain the same temperature. So in this picture also you can see that pink color, that is the hot substance or hot region, and that blue color is the cold region. So the heat energy move from hot to cold or cold to hot. Definitely it is move from hot to cold. So that phenomenon is called transfer of heat. So you will read once again the definition of what is transfer of heat. Heat energy always flows from a region of higher temperature to a region of lower temperature till both attain the same temperature. This phenomenon is called transfer of heat. So here, that from hot, that heat energy transferred to cold, and when it stop, the both regions are at the same temperature, so that time it will stop. The main ways by which transfer of heat occurs are conduction, convection and radiation. So three ways. So we will study that in detail. Conduction. This is one of the way of transferring heat. The flow of heat always takes place from a hot object to a cold object. First we read the definition of conduction. What is conduction? Conduction is the process by which heat is transferred from the hotter end to the colder end of an object. Conduction is the process by which heat is transferred from. So you have to use that word, transfer. Heat is transferred from the hotter end to the colder end of an object. Now we see some examples. First we see this one. This is a utensil and it is made up of metal. This part and this handle also made up of a metal. So when becomes hot, this utensil becomes hot, and when you touch this handle, and this handle is also a metal, so when you touch this part handle, surely you get burn. Okay, because heat transfer from this utensil to this part also, this handle also. So that is called conduction. Heat transfer from hotter end to the colder end. Now you see this second example also. Here one burning candle and you just hold one metal strip and show to this flame. So first you can hold this end easily without burning, but after time passes, the heat passes through or transfer from this end to this end and finally comes to you. Okay, and another example and one activity that is given in your textbook, activity 4.6, that is a metal strip attached to one stand, and we fix some wax balls or wax pieces here. So here 1, 2, 3, 4 wax pieces are attached here, attached on this metal strip. Then just to show this end to a burning candle. So when the heat passes through this one end to the other end, first to come reach here, this wax start to melt and it fall down. So these 3 wax pieces, nothing happened, but the heat transfer through this metal strip. So this one also fall down, and this 2, and here this also fall down. Okay, so that is because of this process, that is conduction. Conduction is the process by which heat is transferred from the hotter end to the colder end of an object. And another important thing is, generally in solids the heat is transferred by conduction. This conduction we can see generally in solids. So here also this pan or this utensil is a solid, this metal strip here and here, this also metal or solid. So through solids conduction generally happened. So all of you got it, the process conduction. Conduction is the process by which heat is transferred from the hotter end to the colder end of an object. Conductors and insulators. Conductors. The objects that can allow the heat to flow through them are called conductors. Example, metals such as copper and aluminium. So here also you can see some objects that are conductors. A steel spoon, a golden bangle. Gold is a metal. Aluminium bottle, aluminium is a metal. And a copper wire. Copper is also a metal. So generally all metals are good conductors. Okay, so that objects, they allow heat. And insulators, that is just opposite of conductors. The objects that do not allow the flow of heat, they are called insulators. For example, wood, plastic, thermocol. So you can see here wooden ruler, one plastic mug and one thermocol cup. Okay, so these are the insulators. They do not allow the flow of heat through them. Okay, and here you can see one pan. Okay, so in that pan one part is metal, so that part is a conductor, and the handle, that is a plastic, so that is an insulator. Now you got it, the difference of conductors and insulators. Okay, so all of you read your textbook very well.